8 friends gather for what should be an ordinary dinner party. The kind of night filled with laughter, inside jokes, wine glasses clinking, and old stories retold. But this night is different. High above them, a comet streaks across the sky, cutting through the stars like a silent blade. What begins as casual conversation soon turns into a descent into paranoia, suspicion, and a terrifying unraveling of reality itself. This is the story of how one quiet evening became the most disturbing night of their lives. Emily is the first to sense it. On her drive to the party, her phone screen suddenly cracks in her hand. No impact, no drop. It just fractures, as though the device itself had been cursed. She shrugs it off, but the feeling sticks. Something about tonight doesn't feel right. When she arrives, her boyfriend greets her warmly, but Emily's smile doesn't quite reach her eyes. She walks in to find the group already gathered: Hugh and Beth, the married couple; Mike, loud and sarcastic; Lori, Kevin's ex, still orbiting his life; Lee, quieter than the rest; and Amir, a new guest nobody knows too well. 8 friends, 1 comet, and 1 house that will soon become a prison of their own making. At first, the mood is light. Wine is poured, food is shared, jokes bounce across the table. But there's tension in the air, little sparks of discomfort. Lori's presence stirs something unspoken between her and Kevin, a shadow that Emily can't ignore. Mike, already tipsy, cracks jokes too loudly, breaking the fragile balance. And Hugh, the scientist's brother, can't resist dropping cryptic hints about the comet. His brother, he says, warned him not to go outside tonight, not to trust what they see. It sounds like a bad campfire story, but his tone carries weight. The first break in normalcy comes quickly. Emily's cracked phone is just the beginning. The house lights flicker, dim, and suddenly, darkness. A blackout swallows the neighborhood. Every home drowned in shadow except for one, glowing faintly down the street. The group gathers outside, staring at that single lit-up house as though it were a beacon in the void. But it's no comfort. It feels more like a threat. The arguments begin immediately. Stay inside, safe, and ride it out? Or go investigate? Hugh insists on checking it out, dragging Amir with him, lantern in hand. The others stay behind, nervous but pretending to laugh it off. As minutes drag into what feels like hours, the group grows restless. When Hugh and Amir finally return, their faces tell a story words can't. Hugh clutches a wooden box. Inside it, photographs. Not just any photographs, but pictures of each of them taken tonight, numbered and organized as though they were being studied. Shock ripples across the room. Who took them? How could they already exist? Panic seeps in. The air grows heavy with suspicion. Amir swears he saw shadows moving inside the lit house, figures watching him. Beth's nerves snap. Mike pours another drink, his jokes turning bitter. The friendly reunion has curdled into fear. The box of photos sits between them like a loaded gun. To ground themselves, they come up with a test. Each person writes a number on a slip of paper, folds it, and seals it in a box. A simple plan. If the box ever contains numbers they didn't write, they'll know something is wrong. But when they check it later, horror floods the room. The numbers don't match. Some are duplicates. Some don't belong to anyone present. It's as if another group of them did the exact same exercise at the exact same time. Hugh's brother's warning suddenly feels less like superstition and more like prophecy. The comet, Hugh explains, may be fracturing reality. Parallel versions of themselves could be walking just outside that door. Every decision, every possibility, split into countless overlapping timelines. And the blackout isn't just a loss of power. It's the fracture line. That glowing house in the distance. It might not just be neighbors. It could be them. The revelation divides the group. Some want to lock the doors and wait. Others can't resist the pull of curiosity and fear. What if the people in the other house aren't just doubles, but dangerous imposters? Mike paces, drunk and paranoid, while Kevin tries to calm Emily, who is spiraling deeper into unease. To protect themselves, they come up with another system, glow sticks. Each group cracks open a different color, marking their reality. Blue for them, red for the others. Simple enough, but when they step outside, the plan collapses. More glow sticks appear. meaning the other house had the same idea. And maybe there isn't just one other house. Maybe there are dozens, maybe hundreds. The friends are no longer sure who they can trust. Did the Hugh sitting with them really come back? Or did another version slip in? Was Amir the same Amir who left? Even Emily begins doubting Kevin, studying his expressions for differences too subtle to name. Conversations spiral into accusations. Old wounds resurface. Lori needles Emily about Kevin, reminding her that she isn't the only woman he's ever loved. Mike lashes out, paranoia twisting into violence. Amid the chaos, Emily begins to crumble. Watching the madness unfold, she realizes a horrifying truth. Somewhere out there, in one of these fractured realities, there's a better version of her. A version of Emily who made better choices, who didn't lose control of her life, who still has Kevin's full heart. And maybe, just maybe, she can take that version's place. As the night deepens, the house is no longer a sanctuary, but a trap. People vanish, reappear, change sides. No one is sure which group they belong to anymore. Emily, however, makes her choice. When Beth isn't looking, Emily slips something into her drink. Minutes later, Beth collapses, unconscious. While the others are distracted, Emily sneaks out, moving toward another house. Another version of her life. She steps inside, heart pounding, and finds it. A dining room almost identical to her own. Friends laughing softly, calm, untouched by the horror she's endured. And there, sitting peacefully, is another Emily, smiling, content, with Kevin by her side. Rage, envy, and desperation boil inside her. Emily confronts her other self. There are no words, only the quiet understanding of what must happen. One of them will stay. One of them will not. Emily wakes up at sunrise inside a house that appears orderly and calm. The rooms are tidy, the air is quiet, and there are no immediate signs of the panic and violence that consumed the night before. She tests the environment cautiously. Objects are familiar but arranged in subtle ways that jar her briefly. She watches other people move through the house without alarm. The calm in this house, compared to the chaos she fled, reinforces her hope that she secured a safer life, disoriented, and notices Kevin nearby, warm, relaxed, and behaving as if nothing unusual occurred. Importantly, Kevin shows no memory of suspicion, accusation, or fear. His demeanor suggests this version of the morning is ordinary. For a brief moment, Emily experiences relief. She believes she crossed over, erased the broken version of her life, and claimed a safer outcome. Kevin's phone buzzes. She expects a normal notification, but the message is a voicemail from her own voice. The content is unmistakable. It's clearly left by someone who knows intimate details, herself, and her hope collapses when Kevin steps away. The realization that her double is still alive forces an immediate physical reaction. Color drains from Emily's face as she understands the implication. The version of Emily who belonged here survived the confrontation, and she remains active in this reality. The blood drains from Emily's face. Her perfect new reality isn't safe. The nightmare followed her. The comet still glows faintly above. The fracture is still open, and Emily realizes that there may be no escape. Not from her friends, not from the other versions, not even from herself.